Hey guys, OG here, bringing you guys our WPF Semifinals against John Jr. in his Portland Nightshade. This is part 1 of 2 of our semifinal gauntlet against John this weekend. We play him in WPF semis tomorrow as well. So we got a couple big games against John here. I want to take both off of him, and it starts here with WPF. This is going to be a rematch of our final week of the regular season, but if you guys remember that video, I kind of just threw together a team in 15 minutes. He did the same thing because we were both clinched playoffs at that point. I didn't even do a team builder because I didn't want to show anything at all that I didn't already show in the game, and it kind of ended up, paying off a little bit because we end up playing him in playoffs here. So we were able to kind of save some things and not show some things. But yeah, if you guys do enjoy today's Pokemon Draft League battle, be sure to drop a like on the video as well as subscribe to the channel. If we have everybody who's watching today sub, I think we can hit our end of the year goal of 3,000. And yeah, with that being said, couple little plugs. I do want to shout out all of our channel members at the time. Right now in the Bagon tier, we have Aaron, It's Danny Mac, Endless, Odds Are, Matrix, Goose, Zeke, Olivia Sama, and D Double. In our Shelgon tier, we have Young Citrus, Thriller, and then in our Salamence tier, we have Noah and Bick. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to support us, go ahead and check out that join button down there, as well as our merch store. We did drop Carolina Roaring Moon merch recently. You can get a hoodie, a sticker, or a coffee mug. It really helps me out a ton if you do want to, support us in that way, shape, and form. And yeah, with that being said, it's finally time to jump into the team builder, just so you can see what we're bringing while we're bringing it. You can skip ahead to the battle if you want. Timestamp on the screen and the description below. Our team, if you did forget, is at the top of the screen. It consists of Spectre, Terra Sneasler, Zarude, Sylveon, Sandy Shocks, Uxie, Copperaja, Volcanion, Braviary, and Knucklestack, while at the bottom of the screen is John's team, and it consists of Zamazenta, Crowned, Terra Hoopa, Gengar, Volcarona, Hippowdon, Dondozo, Colossal, Rillaboom, Douchebun, and Iron Jugulis. Now, biggest threats to me. Zama is always scary. That thing can get out of hand really fast, especially because they don't have a lot of ways of outspeeding and killing it, so we gotta be very careful about that. Terra Hoopa is really scary. John brought banded Terra Dark last time. I do expect Terra Dark this time, but I'm more so expecting an AV variant. Gengar absolutely rips me a new one. I don't have a resist to his dual stabs, no matter how hard I try, unless I bring Knucklestack, who really sucks. Then things like Volcarona, I actually deal with pretty well. Rillaboom proved to be a big issue last time. I had a lot of trouble with an SD variant. We're gonna hopefully try and check it this time. And then Jugulis is a bit of a problem for the team we're bringing, but we'll talk about that a little bit. Our first mod is going to be Spectre right here, rocking out Shadow Ball, Taunt, Calm Mind, and Draining Kiss. 144 HP, 124 special attack, and 240 speed with a timid nature. This thing does really well. I really debated Taunt over Will-O-Wisp and, which one I wanted to go in this game. Taunt just felt like it had more great applications in kind of those middle three in the Volcarona, Hippowdon, Dondozo department. I did like Wisp a lot for things like Jugu and Hoopa switching in to whittle them down. Things like Zamazenta, obviously, because then we check the hell out of Zamazenta when it's burned. It does no damage to us, which would have been really nice. But I ended up thinking Taunt was going to be a little bit better because this is one of our main win cons in this game. There is no resist to Shadow Ball plus Draining Kiss on this team. There is no Ghost Immunity. I almost want Specs in this game as well. So hopefully we can position Spectre to do some damage and hopefully win this endgame. We just gotta whittle down things like Hoopa and Jugulis, and we should be in a good position to do so. Next up, we have Sneasler rocking out the White Herb, Terra Grass this week with Close Combat, Terra Blast, Swords Dance, and Shadow Claw. 80 HP, max attack, and 176 speed with Unburden as its ability. Jolly Nature. This Pokemon does really well, depending on the team he brings. Now, we're a little bit stuffed by Volcarona, but he doesn't know that. And I felt a little bit more needed to hit everything else. Terra Blast Grass is going to absolutely rip through things like Dondozo and Hippowdon, which typically check us very well. It's actually going to last us set up on non-Whirlwind Hippowdons or non-Yawn ones, basically taking Earthquakes very well, as well as, things like Dondozo, which don't do a lot of damage to us in return. Obviously, it will be unaware, so we can't Oko it. But regardless, we're going to do a lot of damage to it, especially if grassy terrain is up, and I do expect it to be up throughout the game because I think Rillaboom is going to be very good versus me. And if that's the case, I always do a KO Fizz Def on Dozo, and we'll be in a pretty good spot. We're whiter with the close combat, so when we click it, we get double speed because of our Unburden, and our drops go away, and that makes this thing a potential very potent win con in the end game because that fighting plus grass combination is really good here outside of something like Gengar, which we can hit with a Shadow Claw. We do have to chip down Volcarona if it comes. Other than that, at +2, this Pokemon can massacre John. Next up, we have our Zarude. Rocking out the choice scarf this week. We're Power Whip, Crunch, Close Combat, and U-Turn. 64 HP, 228 attack, and 216 speed with a jolly nature. Now, this thing is just here to serve as decent speed control. We can pivot in on Pokemon like Hoopa, on Shadow Balls from Gengar, on Dark moves from the Jugulis, and U-Turn around, grab momentum. It beats the fat core of Hippowdon, plus Dondozo gives me a pivot into those, as well as Rillaboom. And I liked having a Scarfer faster than something like a Volcarona. And we won't outspeed Scarf Gengar, but we can live one non-boosting Sludge Bomb, which could be potentially really clutch if he's a, Scarf variant and he wants to stay in against us. We will live at least one of them, though I don't really expect him to want to do so early in the game, but, who knows? We'll see. I really debated going Close Combat or Rock Slide like we did last time, mostly to hit, obviously, Jugulis plus Volcarona, but I ended up deciding having a way of hitting Zamazenta was very important, especially if I could burn its Dauntless Shield early and force it out. When it comes back in, it's not going to appreciate those close combats, and it's not like something like the Volcarona takes Crunch anyways, and it's not like something like Jugulis really appreciates close combat, so I figured it was kind of best of both worlds in that sense. Then we have very similar Sandy Shocks to last week. We're rocking out with Earth Power, Discharge of Volt Switch Spikes, Booster Energy, 56 HP, 204 Special Attack, and 248 Speed with Timid Nature. Photosynthesis as our ability, obviously. This thing is here to do two things, one of which is going to be getting up Spikes. Spikes are incredible into John's team in wearing it down, so things like our Spectre, Sneasler, and Zarude can really put in a lot of work, but it's also here with Booster Energy to outspeed Zamazenta. We can come in on Zamazenta, get our speed boost, and really threaten that thing with Earth Powers, and at least whittle it down into range of Spectre, which is kind of the whole purpose behind going that item here. It does mean we have to be a little bit careful about how we want to use our booster energy. We have to decide early, okay, do I feel comfortable against Zama enough to burn that booster early to get up some spikes, or do I need to keep it in the back? And I think the game will kind of, reveal that idea to us when we're playing. Then you have Rest Talk Volcanion, Steam Eruption, Flamethrower, Rest Sleep Talk, 248 HP, 172 defense, 44 special attack, and 44 speed up with the Modest Nature. This Pokemon is great in this game. It checks Pokemon like Volcarona, things like Gengar, things like Jugulis, and things like Zamazenta, but especially, that Volcarona and that Zamazenta. Now, the Quiver Volt can technically quiver and try and more and set off damage, but one, it's kind of risking crits and things like that, and two, it can't touch us without Terra whatsoever. It literally cannot touch us, so I felt pretty comfortable going with the Rest Talk variant here. And not having haze, at the very least. Things like boosted psychics aren't doing a lot to us if he decides to go that route. We can also take hits from Zama very, very well. And we spread a lot of burns in this team. Nothing really appreciates switching in on the move Steam Eruption. Everything that can take the move doesn't want to be burned. Something like a Dondozo is going to take 25%, potentially spikes, and a burn, and it's basically dead. So, or forced into a rest, which is good positioning for me, right? So yeah, that's going to be Volk here. Then lastly, we have Sylveon, pretty much same set as last week, 240 HP, 248 defense, and 12 speed def with a bold nature, Hyper Voice Wish, Hyper Voice Wish, Protect, and Yawn, and a Kebia Berry. The Kebia Berry is to take one hit from Hoopa. Even if it is Terra Poison Hoopa, that's fine, because I am going to Yawn that thing first. I want to force out the Terra. If it is Terra Poison, I'll know. If it's not Terra Poison and it just Gunk Shots me, obviously I'll live regardless, either which way. And then I'll be able to Yawn it and either force it out or get off a big Hyper Voice on something he doesn't really appreciate. He doesn't really appreciate switching in the move Hyper Voice as well. This thing also just naturally checks things like Jugulis, and it can always hit from something like Volk or Gengar and get off a last ditch Yawn if I really, really need it to. But yeah, that's going to be the team. I'll be right back with the battle. Alrighty guys, here we are with the battle. We are connected with Mr. John Jr. Let's see what he brought. Oh, there's no Hippopotowdon. Zamazenta. We have Hoopa, which I'm expecting Terra Dark. Again, we have Rillaboom. I'm expecting more of an AV set, though. We have Gengar, which is very scary. We have Dondozo. And it looks like we have Iron Jugulis. Okay, so looking at the team that he elected to bring in this matchup, I think that my best lead is going to be Zarude, off rip. Because I bait a U-turn, I can potentially either force in the Jugulis, pop its booster, or force in the Zama and pop its Dauntless Shield, which both of those things are incredible for me. So I want to do so. And yeah, again, good luck, have fun to John. Hopefully we can grab a dub here. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. I'm feeling pretty confident right now. Okay. You are going to see Ooh the lead. This is a free U-turn. This is kind of what I wanted to lead into. It's this big menace right here. Can U-turn out. I really don't expect a Woodhammer to come out here. Let's see. Rillaboom. I'll be able to, like, discern bulk as well. We also see that he's not, like, the bulky, or the, acro set this time. Which is also good to know. So max HP takes about 40% from a U-turn. If he is more offensive, does about 50. It looks like about... Actually, I can't really tell based on that damage. I do think that I am going to go out into Sylveon, though. Let's see if Jugulis gets Throat Chop. It does not get Throat Chop. Okay, I know Hoopa doesn't. He does Woodhammer. Interesting choice, Jonathan. We're gonna go down here. Ain't that bad a bitch. We're just gonna yawn. We are gonna go down here. Okay. What I think I actually want to do is I'm not gonna pop my terrain or my what do you call it just yet. I'm pretty sure I can just go Sneasler and Terra Blast Grass into this thing. So I guess just because he was banded, he figured I wasn't probably going to stay in. He wanted to get the KO. A bit unfortunate, but like things like my Shocks look incredible now. I think I'm going to Terra, and I am going to Terra Blast, expecting the Dozo to come out. I think that's my best play. Because with terrain up, it's going to do a ton to Dozo. In the grassy terrain. It has a chance to 2-hit KO. Depending on his set. So, we'll see. We will see. If he's not maxed his def, we have a very good chance to 2-hit KO him. He's just gonna stay in. Okay, we should kill this thing too. Maybe I popped the Terra a little bit too early, but not the biggest deal in the world. So, we're gonna Terra Grass, Terra Blast. We do knock him out. Okay, so down goes Rillaboom. He was probably just willing to like lead it and let it die. It's just fair. Get off a big hit. I just clicked on Goons to see Obo meat riding John. Hey man, you get in how you can. Ugh. But let's go ahead. We're sorry. It throws me off every time I see it because it is abhorrent. It's bad. I'm streaming it to Goons, obviously. This thing is gonna come in. And I'm wondering if it's low-key worth getting damage off. Or finding out if this thing's Scarf, because do I even have a switch in? I mean, I can go Shocks here, but I kind of want to keep that, right? I kind of want to keep my Shocks around for later. Let's see, Jugulis. Into Sneasler. I could just close combat. If he gets unlucky, he gets unlucky. Well, let's go. He U-turned. That's awesome. So he's Scarf. I get to confirm that. Why did he stay in? Interesting play. He goes out into the Gengar. That's fine. I mean, I can save this for later now. So, we'll go from there. Unfortunately, I think I kind of have to go into Volk. I'm in a really bad spot. Maybe Shocks was a better play. But Volk also isn't super needed. And I really like keeping my Shocks around. So we're going to switch out. If he's not Scarf and he switches out too, then good information for us. But I think he should stay in. E-Ball. Okay. We just drop a big Steam Eruption now. A play like that makes me really think that he's choiced as well. It doesn't seem like a normal human play unless you're choiced. So, we'll just go ahead, click Steam Eruption. I love a burn on Dozy. Burn? No burns? We see no leftovers. He might be Covert Cloak too, is another thing to keep in mind. I think I am going to pivot Zarude and get a U-turn off. You can body press if you want, so I'll be able to live one. Yeah, let's see. John takes a long time in between turns, and I feel like I click much faster than him on a pretty consistent basis, so he is going to, or we're going to go out into Monkey the Zarude. I don't know if you guys noticed our nickname theme. They're very John Jr.-esque. But we're not going to get 2-hit KO by that, so that's fine. Again, he can make these predictions, and I'm sure he's pounding his chest. I'm him! But we're good. Grab a little bit of momentum with U-turn. Out comes this fella. U-turn. Now it's a matter of what we want to go out into. I could potentially go Shocks, but I don't know if it's super worth. Volcanion. Let's see an Earth Power. $232 max. I actually feel pretty comfortable going Volk then. And clicking a strong Steam Eruption. We're gonna click Steam Eruption. He's gonna U-turn. And then from there, we should be in okay position. Again, getting a burn on this would be great. He could be Covert Cloak, so I can't scream about Steam Eruption not getting a burn. But I'd love to see it now. No. And then from here, I think I might go out into Spec. I think Spec covers the most, right? Body press. Okay. Now from here, I'm going to make the double out into Zarude because it covers Hoopa coming in. I should be able to force a Terra if he wants to stay in. If not, I get a U-turn off, and that puts me in a good spot. So, the issue right now is I'm not really in a position where I can get up my spikes, and I don't like that aspect of how this game is going. That's kind of something that's worrying me a bit. But, I'll see how it goes. We'll see. Okay, so we pivot out. He's going to withdraw. That's interesting. I really wanted a Draining Kiss, but I felt like the, what do you call it, was just so likely. think I am going to make the Shocky pivot. Oh, this game's not going well. I think we lose. Losing Sylveon, like, lost me a really, really important pivot early in the game. That was a good trade by John. I hope he misses a Hurricane here. He's just gonna U-turn again. Fuck, man. Whoa! Not in a good position right now. Not in a good position right now. Now, thankfully, the only thing that can really threaten this right now is gonna be this Hoopa. Which is good to know. Part of me just kind of wants to discharge. Get a wee little bit of a para. Because it does put me in a pretty okay spot. Potentially with Spectre later. And see if it's AV. Might be. It's a Trick Room. What is OTR set? Hold on. Sandy Shocks. Hoopa. He's not banded. It's not Assault Vest either. Do I lose? Do I lose? Man, him getting rid of the thing really bones me, huh? 4 turns left. Is it time to discharge? We live one. Discharge. Give me a para. Oh, para. I like secondary effects, personally. I think I have to play really weirdly aggressive around this. I'm gonna go Monkey, then pivot back out and Sack Shocks. Back onto Shocks. Should see some kind of fighting move. If it's Focus Blast and he misses, it's awesome, because I get to stall out Trick Room. He's gonna Terra, so he forces Terra. Also good information. Fighting? Is it fighting Terra Blast? Poison. I hope he's Gunk Shot and misses. Live. I don't think I live from 80. No, we don't. So he's mixed Trick Room with Gunk Shot. Let's see, Poison. Let's say if he's max special attack and max attack, right? Say Gunk Shot. Volcanion. So my Volcanion actually does live. So I think it is my play to go Volk and rest. How many more turns of rest do we have? Or Trick Room we have? We have 1. So another thing I can do is I can just Steam Eruption and then rest the following turn. Because I'm pretty sure I kill him. Actually, no, I don't. It really does depend. Now, we're also kind of baiting a Poison here, and that would be really bad. No Poison? Actually, kind of hope I don't kill now, actually. Bad. No burn. Okay, we're gonna rest. I want him to Gunk Shot and get punished for it. I think he's gonna Dark Pulse, so... we'll see. We'll see if this Rest was a throw, too. He does Trick Room again. It's a little bit unfortunate, but also not the worst. He does hit the Dark Pulse. Jesus Christ, that did a lot. That did way more than Gunk Shot. Give me something to hit here, because I am slower than everything minus Dondozo, but we don't. That's unfortunate. That sucks, doesn't it? The Curse of Rest Talk. So I think we lose to, whatchamacallit, Zamazenta. Like, as soon as it comes in. As soon as that guy comes in, the game is damn near over. So we'll see. I mean, my Spectre outspeeds it, but I'm not Wisp this time. So things are looking a little rough. Now, he does have to go into Dozo. How many more turns do we have of Trick Room? We have 2 more turns of Trick Room. I think I am going to go out into Spectre. I want to try and rest this thing up against the Dozo later. Because if I can live a Zama hit. Let's see. Now, what is it my play to go back out into Spectrier? Because there's one more turn, right? Yeah. Is it my play to go back out into... I think it's to go Zarude. Try to switch. I don't know how, like, speed bracket priority works in switching out when Trick Room's up. Is it like whatever Monster Faster and Trick Room switches out first? So, I'm gonna U-turn. I'm gonna U-turn. I do want to see how much a +1 Spectrier does to Jugless. He stays in. At +1, my Draining Kiss does a decent amount, actually. He does Body Press. I think I am going to Call Mind. He's going to withdraw. It doesn't look like it's in range. I mean, we are going to Draining Kiss here. If I get a crit, I think I win. So why not? This thing is also just like a big stopgap to me right now. This thing is also a big stopgap to me right now. If I was more offensive, I had a pretty good chance of knocking him out, depending on his spread. He's gonna Dark Pulse. You live. You get off a Draining Kiss. Okay. We should live another. I mean, if this is Scarf Gengar, I think I lose anyways. You know? So I'm trying to think, what's my best positioning? Is it... I mean, if it's Scarf Gengar, I think I legitimately lose anyways. I think it's just to Draining Kiss and get back as much health as humanly possible. He's gonna sack this. No flinch? We do kill the Jugless. Okay. Dude, I really wish I was Wisp instead of Taunt. I'm really wishing I was Wisp instead of Taunt. If it's Scarf Gengar, I think I lose. If it is not, I think I actually have a very good chance of winning. Like, a very good chance of winning. Dame comes out. Damn. So I think it's my play to Shadow Ball. I mean, I don't have a switch in. He has double Scarf. I mean, that's the game then. I think we lose. I think we lose. Unfortunate. I hate losing to John. Man, I hate losing to John. Okay. So I think it's my play to CC on a choke. Yeah, I think it's my play to CC on a choke. Nope. Good game. Had to go for it, I think. Yeah, I had a CC on a choke or the game was over. But GG's to John. You know, he played well. He played better than me. He played better than me. It's unfortunate WPF season's going to come to an end, but I'm not too upset with it. Not too upset with it. I mean, I'm upset with it because I hate losing to John. But I take my losses in stride, you know? It happens. It's Pokemon. It's Pokemon. It's just life. I'm just gonna crunch. I mean, I lose. This thing dies to a Shadow Ball. I had to play for a choke. Because if not, he just goes into Zamazenta, he revenges me, and the game's over anyways. So, yeah. Jesus, John, again, best of luck to him going forward. I hope he wins the league. I'd rather lose to the guy that won the league than, you know, not. But yeah, I mean, oops, I accidentally sleep-talked, but oh well. But yeah, Jesus, John, hopefully we'll nab a win against him in BBR. I haven't played that yet, and that's the one I care about a little bit more. But obviously, this loss still stings. I don't enjoy losing. So I hope you guys enjoyed our WPF run, though. Obviously, I think we had a pretty good season. Semifinals is, you know, not too bad. I'm still, again, looking back, I still don't like Spectre very much. It is not my favorite Pokemon, so I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I just don't use it right, but yeah, good season overall, and good luck to John going forward. And we'll see him in BBR tomorrow, I guess, for you guys as well. So I'll see you guys then.